What's up, everybody? I'm Chris. We're here at Reel on Cape Hatteras, and I just got lit in really light winds on the 17.5 meter Liquid Force Solo. When you look at the Liquid Force Solo, one thing's going to jump out at you right away. There's only one strut in this kite, solo. Liquid Force decided to make a one-strut kite because they really liked a lot of the weight-saving characteristics of a no-strut kite, but they found there were still some drawbacks. By adding one strut in the center of the kite, you solve a lot of the problems that a no-strut kite has. Having one strut helps relaunch a lot compared to a kite with no struts. However, you still have a ton of open canopy area. So when you look at the kite, you've got lots of exposed open canopy area, and all that canopy is there to catch wind and get you juiced on the light wind days. So they've made a couple other mods from the other sizes of Liquid Force Solo. One of the things they've done on the 17.5 meter is they've replaced your traditional bridle lines with kite line. So a bridle line is thick, a kite line is about 50% narrower diameter. What that does is reduces drag overall, and it allows the kite to fly into the wind more efficiently. When you've got a light wind kite, you don't just want to be able to ride, you want to be able to ride upwind. By using the kite line for bridles, they've reduced the drag, and so when you're cruising upwind, it's going to be less drag and more efficient overall to help you cruise up against the wind. When you're in these lighter winds, they can afford to use some lighter materials because you don't need all that added crazy strength of bridle line. They've done the same thing with the canopy setup. Most kites are going to have Dacron in the wingtips of the kite for some reinforcement. When you're riding in this light of winds, you don't really need it, so Liquid Force said, let's get rid of it. They removed all the Dacron from the wingtips on this 17.5 meter size. That makes the kite extremely light. It just wants to stay up in the air, even in like nothing winds, and you don't need that extra reinforcement. So you've got a weight savings, and that weight savings translates into a better time in light winds. Now, we like to have fun in light winds. It's not all about mowing the lawn. When we were out here for the 2015 Venue Triple S Invitational, we saw Reel team rider Brandon Scheid going mad on his 17.5 Solo. He was doing back mobs off the kicker, he was throwing down slider hits, so don't think that you're limited to just going back and forth on the lighter wind days. All you need to do is watch Brandon shred on his 17.5 Solo, and you're gonna know the limits are untouched for what you can do on a light wind kite. If Brandon can throw back mobs off the kicker, who knows what the rest of us can do. The Liquid Force Solo also packs up extremely small compared to other 17 meter kites because of its single strut design. It's a huge space savings, so if you're gonna keep this kite in your car, be able to grab a quick session whenever there's a little puff of wind, the fact that it packs up really small and also inflates a little easier than kites with 3-5 struts is gonna be a huge benefit for you. Don't sit on the beach and wait for it to be ripping before you go kiteboarding. You want to be the first kite on the water, get the Liquid Force Solo 17.5 meter. You can learn more about the 17.5 Liquid Force Solo and the entire Solo line at reelwatersports.com.